Here with fourth-year head coach Lane Burroughs, Northwestern State Baseball. The Demons lining up for a two-game midweek series, but coach, it's a little different. It's a home-and-home with ULM, home Tuesday, and then at their home Wednesday. Both games at 6 o'clock, so a little bit different setup.
Yeah, you know, you're getting to that point in the year where you're running out of opportunities to play two middle of the week. I know Coach Barbier would rather us not play two middle of the week, all pitching coaches across the country, but we were just talking about before we went on here, we need some guys that need to pitch. You can't anticipate a complete game in the middle of the week. Stovall gave us last week, and we had another complete game on the weekend. So we got some guys that need to get on the mound, and I'm a big proponent. You get better by playing, and I think it'll do us good to go play Monroe. Quality opponent. Bruce doing a great job, and I know one thing about his clubs, they always play hard. So I think it'll be something different, play at home and then go up the next day and play there. We're on spring break, so we have nothing else to do but get up and go play baseball.
Well, you touched on Jeff Stovall's outing last week, complete game against Grambling. It was good to see him get back to the form he showed a lot of last year and even the first start this year.
Yeah, you know, one thing about Jeff is his secondary pitches haven't been what he wants them to be or we want them to be. He had his breaking ball against Grambling. It was really good that night, as sharp as it's been. You know, and he's not walking a lot of people, but one thing about Jeff, and he'll tell you, he's gotten behind in the count a lot this year, and that's something that he's never done. So, you know, hats off to him for battling through it, grinding through it, and he's taking it like a man. He's running his own show and figuring it out. And, you know, we talked about it the other day after our game. It's college baseball season. There's going to be peaks. There's going to be valleys. Nobody goes through a season on top of the world the whole year. So he's fighting some adversity here early on, and I feel like he's come through it, and we're looking for him to go out and give us another great outing.
You said it, I believe, after Saturday's game. You've kind of gone through a storm, not playing your best ball, but when you got out a win like Saturday's against Stephen F. Austin, a 3-run rally in the 6th, that brought you back and put you ahead. And then you grinded out some tough situations in the 7th and 8th, keeping them off the board. Can that be a springboard type game? I
think it can. This team's capable of putting up a lot of runs. I know the average fan will look at our numbers and all that stuff and read into that. We're not getting a lot of base hits. We kind of have a mantra here that we learned a few years ago: hit the ball hard, you win. And you know, Daniel Garner doesn't have anything to show for it, but he crushed 2 baseballs as hard as we've hit all year, and they landed in the center fielder's glove. He can't control that. Can't control the wind blowing in. So I feel like this team's capable of putting up big numbers, scoring runs, and you know, we keep talking about priming the pump, and when the water starts coming out, hopefully we'll be a tough team to beat. We'll be hard to stop, but it can be a springboard. You win games when you're not playing your best baseball, and again, no disrespect to our opponent. A lot of respect for those guys, but we're not playing good right now, and hadn't since the UL game. It's been about a week stretch now, and to be able to win some games when you're not playing your best and be in those games, even if you don't win them, I think it says a lot about our ability, our toughness, and hopefully this will springboard us. We'll get going, and we'll be tough to beat.
These guys, the ULM squad is someone you've seen all 4 years you've been here, but this being your 4th year. Also some ties when guys in-state battles usually mean high school guys going against high school teammates. That adds a different level to it as well.
It does. Those guys play against each other, grow up against each other. It's kind of like growing up with your brother and playing basketball in the driveway. There's nobody you want to beat more than your good buddies or your brothers. So it adds a little incentive. Those guys will see each other in the off season and when they're home for holidays and stuff, and they want bragging rights. But it's always good to see friends and compete against them. And you know, it's always good to compete against teams that go out and play hard and do it the right way. And Bruce, he coaches like that, and it's always enjoyable when you're going to line up against a tough team and they're going to bring it, and you know they're going to bring their best, and you get an opportunity to go out and win a ball game and compete against those guys. It's always that's what makes this game fun, coaching fun.
Excellent. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you.